Have you ever noticed how McDonald's seems to know exactly what you want? It's not a coincidence. Behind those golden arches sits one of the most sophisticated AI systems in the fast food world. Every time you pull up to a drive-thru, algorithms are quietly working, analyzing patterns, predicting cravings, and learning from millions of orders. What feels like a simple burger run is actually a carefully studied data experience designed just for you. McDonald's AI considers the time of day, the weather outside, and even how long the line is moving. On a hot afternoon, it might nudge you toward a cold McFlurry. During breakfast rushes, it highlights coffee and hash browns. The digital menu boards actually change based on what's trending and what people like you tend to buy. It's constantly adapting, ensuring the suggestions feel personal, timely, and surprisingly accurate to your mood. The real power comes from scale. With billions of transactions worldwide, McDonald's AI recognizes patterns no human ever could. It knows that people who order a certain meal often add fries, or that Friday nights spark bigger appetites. By acquiring tech companies focused on personalization and voice recognition, McDonald's built a system that gets smarter every single day, turning ordinary data into remarkably precise predictions about what customers truly desire. So what does this mean for you? It means faster service, fewer mistakes, and a menu that feels tailored to your tastes. But it's also a reminder of how deeply AI has entered our daily lives, even in something as simple as lunch. Understanding this helps you become a smarter, more aware consumer. Next time you order, remember, technology is working hard behind the scenes to serve you better. Some McDonald's locations experimented with technology that could recognize your license plate. Think about that for a moment. As you approach the drive-thru, the system could theoretically identify your vehicle, link it to previous visits, and recall exactly what you ordered before. Your car becomes your identity. Your patterns become predictable. What began as convenience quietly transformed into surveillance, all wrapped in the promise of a faster, smoother, and eerily personalized dining experience. Then came voice AI. McDonald's began testing automated ordering systems that listen to your voice at the speaker box. These systems don't just hear words. They analyze tone, hesitation, accent, and speech patterns. Every every pause, every change of mind is recorded and processed. The machine learns how humans decide, and with every conversation, it grows smarter, building a vast library of how people think, waver, and ultimately give in to temptation. Every time you use the McDonald's app, you hand over more than an order. You reveal your location, your habits, the exact time you get hungry, and how often you cave to a late-night craving. The app tracks your favorites, your rewards, your spending. Millions of users, feeding an ocean of data into hungry algorithms. And you agreed to all of it, buried somewhere in a terms of service nobody ever reads. Here's where it gets truly strange. The AI doesn't just record what you do, it predicts what you'll do next. By analyzing thousands of tiny signals, the system can guess when you'll return, what you'll want, and even how much you're willing to spend. It knows your weak moments better than you do. That impulse for a midnight snack, the machine saw it coming days ago, quietly preparing to nudge you toward the counter. Have you ever wondered why you always end up spending more than you planned? That's not an accident. The AI is engineered to upsell. It calculates the perfect moment to suggest an extra item, the exact combination most likely to tempt you. Would you like fries with that? Isn't a friendly question anymore. It's a calculated strike, optimized by data, designed to maximize what you spend while making it feel entirely like your own choice. The system factors in things you'd never imagine. Studies suggest that weather influences appetite, and McDonald's AI knows this. Gloomy skies might push comfort foods. A heat wave triggers frozen treats. But it goes deeper. Local events, paydays, holidays, even nearby concerts feed the algorithm. The corporation builds a living map of human emotion and desire, then positions its offerings precisely where your resistance is lowest. You're not choosing, you're being gently steered. In 2024, something curious happened. McDonald's ended a major test of its AI drive-thru voice ordering after strange failures. Customers reported the AI adding hundreds of items, misunderstanding orders, and creating chaos. Videos went viral. But here's the question nobody asked. If the technology failed publicly, what quiet successes were happening behind the scenes? The failures we saw might have been the only glimpse into a much larger, hidden experiment on human behavior. Corporations rarely reveal the full extent of their technology. What they show the public is carefully curated. Behind closed doors, data scientists build models we may never fully understand. Every transaction, every click, every voice recording becomes fuel for something bigger. The goal isn't just to sell burgers faster. It's to understand consumer psychology at a scale never before possible, turning billions of daily interactions into a blueprint of human wants and weaknesses. Rewards programs feel generous, don't they? Free fries, points, exclusive deals. But loyalty programs are among the most powerful data collection tools ever invented. Every reward you earn is a trade. You give up detailed records of your behavior in exchange for small perks. The AI studies your loyalty, learns your triggers, and calculates exactly how to keep you coming back. The more loyal you feel, the more predictable and profitable you become. There's an old saying in technology: if the service is free, you're the product. But at McDonald's, you're paying, and you're the product. Your data has value far beyond a single meal. It can be analyzed, aggregated, and used to shape future menus, prices, and marketing across the entire globe. Your individual habits become one tiny piece of an enormous machine that understands humanity's cravings better than any psychologist ever could. Imagine a future, perhaps already here, where prices shift based on who you are. Dynamic pricing means the system could charge based on demand, time, or even your personal willingness to pay. The technology to do this already exists in the personalization engines McDonald's acquired. Two people ordering the same meal might one day pay different prices, and neither would ever know. The menu becomes a mirror, reflecting exactly what it thinks you'll tolerate. McDonald's operates in over 100 countries, serving tens of millions daily. This gives its AI something extraordinary: a global laboratory of human behavior. Cultural differences, economic patterns, regional cravings, all measured and compared. No university, no government has this kind of reach into daily human decisions. Every meal in every country adds to a growing intelligence that understands not just individuals, but entire populations, and how to influence them at massive scale. Where are the limits? Who decides how far this technology goes? These questions rarely make headlines, buried beneath the noise of new promotions and celebrity meals. But quietly, ethicists warn about the dangers of corporations knowing us this intimately. When a company can predict your behavior, it can influence it. And when it can influence it, the line between serving you and controlling you begins to blur in ways we're only starting to understand. You don't need insider access to notice the changes. Watch how the app suggests items with uncanny accuracy. Notice how deals appear exactly when you're most tempted. Pay attention to how the drive-thru feels smoother, faster, almost anticipatory. These are the visible fingerprints of an invisible intelligence, quietly learning from every interaction. Once you start seeing them, you can't unsee them. The convenience you love is also the surveillance you never agreed to fully understand. So how do you protect yourself? Awareness is the first step. Read the permissions you grant to apps. Limit location tracking when you can. Pay with cash if you value privacy. Question the deals that feel too perfectly timed. You can't opt out of a world driven by data, but you can be a conscious participant instead of an unaware subject. Knowledge is the only real defense against a machine designed to know you completely. The next time you pull into that drive-thru, remember, the golden arches aren't just selling food. They're studying you, learning you, and quietly predicting your next move. It's a glimpse into a future where every purchase feeds an intelligence that understands us better than we understand ourselves. Convenience always has a price, and sometimes that price is you. So ask yourself the real question: who's really placing the order? You or the machine?